Good evening, I'm Prarambh Dahal. Let's begin with the main stories. Government makes preparations to form a powerful authority to regulate cooperatives. Problems remain intact despite formation of 8 committees so far. Report of the High-Level Education Commission, previously shelved under the pressure of interest groups, made public, includes recommendations with suggestion for transforming private schools to not-for-profit entities. Newly appointed Madhya Chief Minister Satish Kumar Sen decides to distribute funds to provide province assembly members with funds immediately after assuming office. And help Nepal cross-side army to move to the final of men's category of NBA volleyball tournament. Everest take on police in the women's final. Having promised the return of billions of rupees saved by the public at cooperatives that is at risk because of the wrongdoings of the operators, the government has begun preparations to form a powerful authority to address problems of the sector. Despite reaching 2 agreements with the victims of cooperatives and forming special parliamentary investigation committee and task force, the government has not been able to return the savings of the depositors. While homework is in progress to scrap the Department of Cooperatives and the board to form an integrated authority, basis for the return of savings of depositors has yet to be set. On the day of the first meeting of the special Parliamentary Proof Committee formed after the Minister for Home Affairs was alleged of involvement into fraud related to cooperatives, Prime Minister Pushpa Kamal Dahal claimed that the existing structures could not address the problems of the cooperative sector. Prime Minister Dahal said that preparations were underway for formation of a powerful committee to address all problems of the sector. According to the Prime Minister, the bureaucratic mechanism, including ministers and secretaries, have also accepted the proposal. The existing Department of Cooperatives and board are to be scrapped to form a new authority. Minister for Cooperatives Balaram Adhikari also informed about the ongoing homework for formation of the entity. There are more than 31,000 cooperatives across the country at the moment. Of them, more than 500 are not in a condition to return the savings of the depositors. Such amount figures more than 35 billion rupees. Movement of the victims seeking justice has marked a year. However, the government, which had promised of returning the savings, does not even have required data. It is not that the government does not have any entity shouldering the responsibility of returning the savings of the depositors. With around 60,000 depositors demanding the return of their savings, the Cooperatives Management Committee has returned 40 million rupees of 764 depositors from 4 cooperatives. This leaves billions of rupees of thousands of depositors still at risk. The government also has other departments for regulation and management of the cooperatives. 753 local levels, ministries related to cooperatives at 7 provinces, a central department, ministry and committee exist at the moment. Despite the existence of these mechanisms, formation of an authority does not ensure the return of the savings of the depositors. Time now for our segment Public Polls, where you text us with your opinion.
Public Polls, brought to you by Prabhu Bank, risen for your success. Global School of Science, an exclusive center of science. Uniglobe SS and College, Kamladi, Kathmandu. Global College of Management, Banishwar, Kathmandu.
Before we ask today's question, let's take a look at the result from yesterday's poll. Yesterday we had asked what should be done to individuals making ill comments against women. 48% were for A, take actions, 16% were for B, make them apologize, and 36% were for C, teach them discipline. And here is our today's question. What is your take on the parliamentary committee formed to probe into cooperatives fraud case, calling for a meeting with the task force to seek for clarity in the terms of reference? Your options are A, unclear terms of reference, B, interpretation as per their own interest, and C, ill intention. The voting is on. Type NEWS, select your option A, B or C and send it to 34001 to share your opinion with us. A report of the High-Level National Education Commission, which had remained in the shelves for a long period of time, has now been made public. The report furnished to erstwhile Prime Minister KP Sharma Oli on 15th of January 2019 had remained in the shelves because of the pressure from interest groups. The report had presented recommendations including transformation of private schools to not-for-profit organizations within 10 years and operation of universities through Board of Trustees. The main reason for the 464-page long report not being made public for a period of 5 years is the recommendation for transforming private schools as not-for-profit organizations within 10 years. With the objective of achieving drastic changes in the education sector, the report had aimed of ensuring uniformity among schools operated by private entities, cooperatives and guttis. Operators of the private schools had been arguing against this ambition of the government. Despite the report being submitted to the government, it was not made public because of the pressure from operators of private schools who also were the members of the commission. However, Minister for Education Sumana Shrestha has expressed the commitment of implementing the report. The topic raised with significance in the report is ensuring no political intervention at academic institutions. For this purpose, recommendations were furnished, including quitting political affiliations by teachers and putting an end to political share for designations at universities by arranging Board of Trustees. However, as political share and politics of organizations of teachers were to be affected, interest was not paid by the authorities to make the report public. The report also suggested appointment of teachers with expertise in particular subjects, legal management of transfer of teachers, use of technology in academics from grade 1 and allocation of 20% of the budget to the education sector, among others. The 24-member High-Level National Education Commission, led by erstwhile Minister for Education Giriraj Mani Pokhrel, formed on the basis of the decision of the Council of Ministers on 7th July 2018, had interacted with more than 4,000 stakeholders and made its recommendations. It was submitted to erstwhile Prime Minister KP Sharma Oli on 15th of January 2019. However, it was shelved under pressure from interest groups of the education sector. Minister for Education Sumana Shrestha decided to make the report public after holding discussions with former Minister for Education and members of the National Planning Commission. But it remains to be seen if the recommendations of the commission, formed by spending 20 million rupees, would ever be implemented. The meeting of the Council of Ministers of Madhya Province, held right after the newly appointed Chief Minister Satish Kumar Singh assumed office, has decided to distribute budget to provincial assembly members. Chief Minister Singh has also taken 9 decisions focused on agriculture, education, health, employment and sports, among others. The Chief Minister signed a decision to establish either a model agriculture development cooperatives or an agriculture center in all 136 local levels in the province. The province cabinet also decided to provide 50 million rupees to directly elected provincial assembly members and 15 million rupees to proportionate members for the development of their respective constituencies. Chief Minister Singh had formed a 14-member cabinet today. He appointed Maoist Senators Bharat Prasad Shah as the Minister for Finance and Yuvraj Vatrai as Minister for Industry, Commerce and Tourism. Likewise, CPN-UML's Saroz Kumar Yadav was appointed the Minister for Physical Infrastructure Development, and CPN Unified Socialists Govinda Bahadur Nepani, Minister for Land Management, Agriculture and Cooperatives, and Bechi Lungeli, Minister for Energy, Irrigation and Drinking Water. Sanghiya Samajwadi's only provincial assembly member, Bimalha Ansari, was appointed Minister for Home, Communication and Laws, and Nagarik Unmukti's only member, Urmila Chaudhary, was appointed the Minister for Labour and Transport. Likewise, Rajkumar Lekhi was appointed Minister for Education and Culture, Pramod Kumar Jaiswal, Minister for Sports and Social Welfare, and Satrughn Prasad Singh, Minister for Health and Population. All 3 of them are from CPN-UML. The party's Keshav Rai and Sharda Devi Thapa were appointed State Ministers for Health and Population and Education and Culture, respectively. Janamat Party's Ranju Kumari Mandal Khanga took the oath of office in secrecy as Minister without portfolio. Chief Minister Singh had formed a 14-member cabinet, including 4 ministers and 2 state ministers from CPN-UML, 2 ministers each from CPN Unified Socialist and Maoist Center, and 1 minister each from Nepal Samajwadi Party and Nagarik Unmukti. Singh appointed 1 state minister from his own party. The Parliament's Public Accounts Committee has directed the Ministry of Land Management to submit details of public, government, community and Guti lands within 3 months' time. The committee issued the directive after members reported at today's meeting that land mafias and middlemen had encroached government lands. They reported that lands provided by the government had been abused for a purpose other than agreed. Lands had been encroached and registered in the names of individuals. During the meeting, Minister for Land Management, Cooperatives and Poverty Alleviation, Balaram Adhikari, said there were challenges in maintaining records because of weak infrastructures of the ministry. He informed that the government was planning to survey land once again, as many records were destroyed during the armed conflict and many others were damaged due to various other natural reasons. Lawmakers drew the government attention towards retrieving encroached lands across the country. They also demanded for an update on the investigations on Terramox procurement, cooperatives fraud, gold smuggling, among others. The government has formulated a strategy to increase the active participation of departments, including the Commission for the Investigation of Abuse of Authority (CIAA) on actions related to money laundering. The government has prepared a 5-year strategy to increase the scope of investigations and actions into complaints related to money laundering, which so far were being proved only by the Department of Money Laundering Investigation. Revising the act related to money laundering, investigations into wealth amassed in an illegal manner now can be conducted and actions can be taken even by the CIAA and Nepal Police. The international community had been raising questions regarding Nepal's seriousness in investigations and actions on wealth amassed illegally and possible fundings for terrorism. Based on the strategy prepared by the government, the role of CIAA and Nepal Police have been enhanced for identification of areas of risk and investigation scope. A total of 742 complaints were filed at the Department of Money Laundering Investigation last year. However, considering the time required for conducting investigations, the department does not have required human resources. Now, the involvement of Nepal Police and the anti-graft body will expedite the investigations and filing of the cases. Spring season of the expedition of the highest mountain of the world, Mount Everest, has ended. With the increase in the number of mountaineers aiming to reach the top of Mount Everest and tourists reaching the Everest Base Camp, pollution has also increased in the region. The number of tourists reaching the Everest region has been increasing every year, and it exceeds the capacity of mountaineers during the expedition season. In addition to the thick presence of the mountaineers and tourists, managing waste has become another massive challenge. The government has been conducting mountain cleanup campaign, while the Sagarmatha Pollution Control Committee has also been assisting the cause. Under the mountain cleanup campaign, Nepal Army set up its unit at the Everest Base Camp to manage waste this year. Increase in human activities is the major reason for the rise in waste and pollution in the Everest region. Initiatives have also been taken by the tourists and the local levels to manage the waste by categorizing them. Through the Carry Me Back project, tourists have taken around 40,000 kg of waste from the Everest region with them. However, several challenges continue to exist along the route from Lukla to the Everest Base Camp and in managing waste of Everest, which is not just a mountain but also a significant global heritage. It is the responsibility of everyone to ensure sanitation in the Everest region. Therefore, it is imperative to increase the efficiency of sanitation campaigns in the region. It is now time for our segment Public Pulse, where you text us with your opinion.
हेर्दाखेरि चिट्टीको प्रयास त देखिन्छ, तर सबै कुरामा विषादी नभएको चिजहरु अहिले प्रयोग गर्न हामी त एकदम उभइसक्यो। खानेकुरा सबै एकदम ड्यामेजमा आउँछ।
मासु पसलमा पुरै छ, हरेक कुरा अब देखिदैन, नाप्ने यन्त्र छैन।
बजारका खानेकुराहरू खुल्ला छन्, तरकारी खुल्ला छ। यसले गर्दा हामीले खानेकुराहरूमा शुद्धता छैन।
तरकारी पसलतिर जाने हो भने पनि एकदम विषादीहरू धेरै मिसिएको हुन्छ। मासु पसल जाने हो भने त्यतिकै फोहोर हुन्छ।
कीटनाशक औषधिहरू अलि बढी प्रयोग भएर आइरहेको र हामी त्यो खान बाध्य छौँ।
त्यो सामग्रीहरू हाइजेनिक छ कि छैन भन्ने कुरा कुनै टेस्टिफाई गरिएको छैन। र हामीले एउटा विश्वासको भरमा मात्रै खाएको।
बजारमा जे उपलब्ध छ त्यो हामी खान बाध्य छौँ। के सिजनमा आम आउँछ, त्यो जम्मै विषादी मिसाएर मिसाया हुन्छ। त्यो
100मा 100% पाएको छैन। खाद्यान्नमा मिलावट छँदैछ।
राम्रै किनेर ल्याउँछौँ र हामी सागसब्जी डेली नै युज गर्छौँ, तर त्यसमा कतिको के कसो छ त्यो हामीले थाहा भएको छैन अहिलेसम्म।
खानेकुराहरुमा चाहिँ त्यसको चाहिँ पहिलो तलको म्यानुफ्याक्चरिङ डेट अनि त्यसको एक्सपायर हुने डेटहरु विशेष ख्याल गर्ने गरिएको छ।
फलफुलहरु सबै कुरामा विषादीयुक्त भएकोले गर्दा हामीलाई एकदम हानिकारक छ।
जस्तो खाए पनि स्वाद छैन त्यसमा। चामल खाए त्यस्तै, दाल खाए त्यस्तै, सब्जीहरु खाए त्यस्तै।
मैले प्रयोगमा ल्याउने सामानहरु प्राय म आफै उत्पादन गर्छु, त्यसले गर्दाखेरि स्वस्थ नै खाने गर्छु।
In the international news, with the announcement of the results of the lower house Lok Sabha elections in India, the National Democratic Alliance (NDA) led by the Bharatiya Janata Party (BJP) will once again form a coalition government. According to Indian outlets, for the new government formation process, along with BJP leader Narendra Modi, Telugu Desam Party (TDP) President Chandrababu Naidu, Janata Dal United President Nitish Kumar took the support list of NDA MP and submitted it to President Draupadi Murmu today. BJP leader Prahlad Joshi confirmed that BJP leader Modi will take oath as the Prime Minister for the third time at 6 p.m. on Sunday. Time now for the sports news.
Sports news.
Help Nepal Sports Club are to play Gandaki province in the final of the men's category of the Prime Minister Cup NVA Women's and Men's Volleyball Tournament. Now, despite suffering a defeat in the last group stage match played today, Nepal Police have progressed to the final in the women's category. Help Nepal brushed aside 3-1 Army Club in straight sets of 25-17, 25-15 and 25-21 in the match played at the covered hall of the National Sports Council in Tripurashwar. With their sixth win, Help Nepal collected 19 points from 7 matches. Help Nepal had stormed past Buddha Nilakanta, Koshi, Sudur Paschim, APF and Police in straight sets, but had suffered a 5-set defeat against Gandaki. Meanwhile, Everest take on Police in the women's final, also slated for tomorrow. That is all for the moment. Up next is the news in Nepali. Thank you for staying with us. Goodbye for now.